All right, hey, welcome back. It's another Friday night kerfuffle. So we have Lava Dude here, reprising his character, Sun. Wait, what is it? I want to say Sundance, but is that right? And
Yep.
Bill
Yes,
is
it's Sundance. And don't you forget it, laddie.
and Bill is reprising his character Wraith. He got locked out of the hotel last session while he went on an errand. He forgot to remember how to get back in, so we find him at like
Damn it.
4 in the morning trying to get back into the hotel, and he
Yep.
happens to see. Go ahead and make an awareness notice check, Wraith. All right. So yeah, good. Let's see how you did here.
Oh, that's a fumble.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I guess you didn't notice what we were hoping you would notice. No big deal. All right. So I'll let you roll a system knowledge check or a streetwise check. And meanwhile, it's really late. Does your character have regular hours, or I guess he works the night shift? We'll say that it's about 4 in the morning right now. So Sundance, if you're just getting off shift, and we guess that you were renting an apartment somewhere in the old downtown neighborhood, is that right? And we figured that you were in one of these buildings over here, so I think we can move your character here. Trauma team might have fired you. Go ahead and roll a 1d6, Sundance.
Why you gotta do me dirty like this, man?
I mean, it's just the way things go. Jobs are not a given. They definitely ride on certain factors, like if you failed a drug test, for instance. Oh shit! Looks like it came back positive. So after your shift, they summarily let you go. Now,
What? Can I? Doesn't that,
yeah, it definitely leaves some questions unanswered, huh? Yeah. All right. Well, you'll probably have some words to say to Wraith as a result of that. How much did you pay
So
him?
I do. Wait, I am fired?
Yeah, they said that your toxicology report came back positive for amphetamine use. Looks like you
Oh,
took.
I am so not paying Ray.
yeah.
Right. And Wraith probably is wondering, hey, what happened? Yep.
Unless he can hack me back into the system and get my job back, he ain't seeing a cent out of me.
That's right. I wouldn't pay him either. But you could definitely call him. You're getting off shift about 4 a.m. And Human Resources have just handed you your pink slip. It says, go empty out your locker and return your badge, and we'll be seeing you. Do you contact Wraith?
Yes.
Okay, well, so you can get him on the phone. Ring, ring. 4 in the morning. Do you pick up Wraith?
I mean, I'm still out in the hotel, so I'm guessing. So yes.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Sometimes not a good time.
He answers
Hey.
the phone, Sandance, but he says
Hey,
it's not a good
Ray.
time.
Guess what?
Oh, did your drug test did all that get sorted out then?
Guess he's not getting paid.
Oh, dude.
Oh, fair enough.
Uh,
Oh, so they failed?
So yeah, the drug test failed, so that means you're not getting your money.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unless
Unless
You can hack me into the system where I can get my job back.
Sometimes give me some time. I'll call people and I shall call you back.
Now, Wraith, it might occur to you that you might be able to hire Sundance to help you with the current job you're on. To make up for the fact that he's unemployed.
Look, give me some time. However, in the meantime, I do have a opportunity for you. If you would like to come down to the Plaza Hotel.
The one you're currently locked out of, you mean?
Well, I'm hoping that will change.
I mean, you can access the lobby at least. You can go to the bar.
Yeah.
Although the bars close until 6 a.m. It is after. I mean, I should say 9 a.m. because honestly, who drinks at 6 a.m.?
Dude, this is Cyberpunk.
I know. Well, 9 a.m. seems more reasonable. Especially for the Palazzo Hotel.
Oh, God.
You can have your Bloody Mary at 9 a.m., okay? 9:30.
Yeah.
It's going to be not quite 9 o'clock sharp that they open.
So, I'm going to say to sometimes, look, I'll sort this out. In the meantime, come down to the Plaza Hotel. I'll be waiting in the lobby. Give me an hour, and then come down.
Give you an hour? Like you're still standing out there? Anyway, that's hilarious. Okay, so what do you think? Sundance, are you going to go to the Palazzo, or are you going to go home?
Yes.
Okay, Palazzo Hotel it is. Let's go Palazzo. Let's move you guys there. Yeah, here's the hotel lobby. And yeah, the same guy seems to be working all shifts. He is just there all the time. Anyway, yeah. So go ahead and bring your characters onto the screen. I actually have versions of your characters over here, but I think they're on the map.
I'm just
Sorry, didn't want to do that.
I heard it back. I heard back from Beefy a few minutes ago. He says I'll be late.
Well, so he's still asleep. So he's upstairs.
Yeah.
And you're not. And
Yeah.
anyway, like I said, down here, there is a bar area. Elevators that go up here. There are a few. I mean, it's pretty dead down here at this time of day. But I imagine that you're probably not standing in front of the desk here. You're probably more likely to be down here. But Sundance, if you are just showing up, you could probably make an awareness notice check and or ask somebody for where your friend might be found. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chart right now for awareness.
Awareness notice would be under intelligence skills, probably the very first one.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
Awesome. All right, so you don't necessarily automatically see Wraith when you walk in, but you can tell that there is a bar further south here, and the guy here asks you if you have any weapons. He kind of eyes you up and down, sees that you're not really dressed that richly, and says, "Do you have a room or a reservation? Can I help you?"
No, I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for someone.
Ah, well, okay. Are you waiting for a guest?
Yes.
Oh, all right then. Where would you like for me to page your guest, or otherwise ring their room? What? How can I help you?
No, I'm merely here for pickup. They should be. They told me to wait in the main lobby.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you? He kind of looks at you suspiciously. Are you hiding any weapons on your person?
It's like, okay, Snow, am I hiding any weapons on me?
I mean, I don't know. Does your character carry weapons normally?
Crap, let me just freaking find the damn thing. Okay, let's see.
Let's have a look at your inventory. Sundance.
Yes, I apparently do.
Oh, you probably have them on you then. You know, unless you left.
Did I put them on like the front desk or something?
Yeah. I mean, he'll just ask you to.
Okay, I empty my inventory and lay my brass knuckles, my Avenger, on the front desk.
Okay. Well, he gladly, takes your name. Do you have some identification, sir? Sir, do you have any identification?
Now I'm thinking if I have any. Because again, I lost my med tech card.
Oh.
Oh,
Dang, how'd you lose that? Did somebody steal it?
No, because pretty sure I was fired.
Oh, right. Well, you still have an identification, probably, unless you didn't go to the DMV ever. Have you ever had a driver's license, sir?
I don't believe in driving.
Well, you might have also had just a state identification number issued to you.
Okay, I just show him like a basic ID card.
Yeah. Okay, so he jots down your name. You can go ahead and write your full name, character's name in the chat. And he gives you a tab, a little ticket. Basically, it's got a number that corresponds to the numbers that he tags onto your weapons, and then he hides them in a drawer, which he locks, and then he hands you back the tab. He says, "All right, you can return this tab and retrieve your weapons anytime, sir." All right. That being that, he invites you to wait in the lounge, which is down here, and there is a bellboy wandering around, but he appears to be a hologram. He does not seem to be for you, so he just ignores you, or apparently appears to ignore you. He is a hologram, so you're really not sure what's going on there. Anyway, you think you might see Wraith down here, waiting in the Cartier lounge.
Do you want to hear Sundance's full name?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Sundance Cornelius Maximilian Ricardo Carson O'Hallahan Garcia.
Whoa. Okay.
That's what happens when your parents are hippies.
I guess you're not really happy with that. All right, so you see us down here at table 6. Wraith here sitting watching a video of a woman dancing on the table. It looks like, appears to also be a hologram. You see that there are very rich people sitting in here in the lounge. Wraith appears very much out of place.
excuse me.
I mean, he's kind of
I'm allowed
dressed.
to put his wild like click and drag stuff.
I mean, he's kind of dressed down. You know, if you really think about it. The other there are a few of these booths which are blackened. So these booths basically have their privacy screen up, so you cannot really see into them or what's going on inside of them. But they can probably see out. You have the impression that there are figures behind there vaguely. All right, so you see Wraith sitting there. You have a seat next to him, across from him. The table there is very nicely mahogany. It appears to have lots of gadgets inside of it. The seats that you're sitting on are real leather. You're surprised that they even let you in here dressed like you are. All right, so you stare at each other in silence.
Hey, Wraith. How you been, buddy?
You can make a human perception roll if you want to, Wraith, and you can too, Sundance, and you guys can also make persuasion fast talk rolls if you want to try to, like deceive one another, and
I'm going to say
you can whisper
fine.
those to me if you want to, so that way the other person can't tell what you're rolling. Oh God. So Wraith it looks tired. That's about it.
I'm going to say fine. What's happened?
Oh, I just got fired because I failed a test.
Wow.
Even though I hired you to hack into the mainframe
So
systems.
the way he's using his language, it seems a little bit like he's upset with you, but you're not quite sure.
Yes,
Sometimes-
I think he's upset about something.
Sometimes I get the feeling that you're a little bit angry. In my
No,
defense,
I'm not angry. Anger is for very strong reasons. I am practically upset due to the misfortune of my circumstances currently, and due to the ill due diligence of the fact that the promised agreement that we settled upon did not transpire in the desired circumstance.
okay. So
But we are
Take a step
professionals, so let's figure out how we can fix this.
take a step. Calm down. Take a deep breath.
I am calm!
Oh. Okay.
Feel
So,
like will be calm when cocaine enters my system again.
Oh yeah.
first off, I had no knowledge of this. And first off, well, wait. So, first off, as far as I know, the job is still ongoing. As far as I know. I told them this needs to be done within 48 hours. Which is incidentally the same time frame that you gave me.
Oh, by the way, it's been less than 8 hours since you spoke.
Oh. So we can. So look, I'm just about to go over there to see what happened. Because again, I don't like disappointing people. However, as far as I knew, everything was going fine. Around about maybe 6 hours ago, I gave the netrunner details of what was wanted. I handed over the cash, and then I left. And since then, I've heard nothing. But I hesitate to say it. This situation wouldn't have happened if you hadn't done every single drug in the world. If you had maybe exercised a little bit of restraint, you would still have your job. Now, if there's a positive outcome here, you can be sure I will shoot as many people as it takes to attain that positive outcome. But I'm going to need you to chill.
I am very relaxed. I am very calm.
Are you? Oh. Anyway, in the meantime, have a drink. Because I'm not
drinking until I get my job back. I need to be focused.
Because I'm not taking you along with me right now. But Tibber should be awake in a few hours. Well, you could Tibber should be awake in a few hours. He could fill you in on the respective job that we're being asked to do.
Are you having trouble remembering any of the details, Bill?
Maybe.
Okay.
Possibly.
So if you'd like some help, you can recall that there's a brain dance star who has some video or brain dances, content essentially that she doesn't want anybody to see, that DMS seems to have in their possession. You've been hired to basically take that, brain dance of hers that she doesn't want the public to see from DMS physically, and you'll get paid for that. Remember how much you thought you were said that you were going to get paid? I mean, I don't want to say it outright in case you don't want anybody to know that number, but
yeah, it was 15,000.
okay,
and,
so you can say that out loud if you want to. But
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
that means
So-
you're telling him that that information. So you
So-
do with that information as what you will, and if you want to refresh your memory with that, you can always ask me directly.
I'll rewind. I'll hit my nifty little time rewind button, and I'll say, so, in the meantime, me and Tibber, have been hired to steal a brain dance from DMS. Now, DMS are some big recording studio, apparently. But I would be willing to cut you in on this for so I'm getting paid 15,000 for this. I'll give you 5,000 right now. if you'd like, as an apology for
Yeah.
this sort of situation. Are we? How does that sound?
That doesn't really sound like getting my job back, which is the whole point I came here.
You know what though? I mean, it is almost twice your monthly salary.
Yes, but that's
Okay.
like okay, but in like a timeout. In contrast, that's essentially like, yes, I get a big amount now, but that's it. I have no income anymore.
I mean, yeah, but you shouldn't have trusted their random soul who's not a fixer.
I think it should cover your rent for probably a good 5 months at least.
Would we be able to to break into Metatech and hack into the system?
Whoa.
It's-
Wait.
You're saying Meditech, but do you mean Trauma Team? That's your former employer.
yes, those guys.
Okay, got it.
Wait, hold up. So that's you've look. This is insane. I'm just about to go over to where the netrunner is and ask him some questions and shoot him if necessary.
Bill, could you say that again? You're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, your not quality is like really butt on my end.
Hang on. So I'm just about to go over there and ask him some questions, and if necessary, put a few holes in him. However, I need you to be patient while I do this.
I can give you a lot of my patience.
Okay, good.
Ideally, I'd like to keep you two together. So if you're gonna make a trip separately, that's not really ideal. So maybe you could invite him along.
Well, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, he can drag me somewhere because it's not like I got anywhere else to be.
I will have you make an endurance check though, Lava dude, because you've been on shift all night and you know it's you haven't slept yet.
Only normal people need sleep.
Well, you know, an endurance check of 15 or higher, and you will be one of those people.
Actually, I kind of wanna. Should I make one too?
Yeah, you should both make one at this point.
Fuck.
All right, so Bill, you're feeling a little run down, but you don't. You can still persevere without sleep, but you're gonna have a -1 to your reflex until you get 8 hours of sleep.
Oh God.
So just put that on your character sheet. Just there's a modifier underneath your stats listed up at the top there. Just put a -1 in the modifier there, and that should work. Just remember that after you get some sleep, you can take that off, and you know remember to do that.
Where's this modifier?
Yeah, so I will look at your sheet with you and let's see if you did it right.
Oh, do I just click modify?
So -1. Let's put that right there. Do you see what I did?
No.
Okay, you can go to your character sheet and look at your character sheet tab. Look at your stats up on the top. You see how I put it?
Oh, right. Oh, mod. Okay.
All right, you see that?
All right, fair enough.
That's how that
Yep,
works.
yep.
Okay, cool. All right, moving on. Oh no, I lost John Coral. No. Somehow
Right.
I don't have his art in my art library anymore. What happened? All right, let's fix that. Okay.
Right. So I'm right. So I'm I'm gonna look at some runs and say, you know, if you promise to be calm and collected,
I am being calm.
you could come along with me, and we could get to the bottom of this together.
That's kind of a question. You can answer,
Yeah.
You can answer that,
Question
Yes.
mark.
or just stare at him.
Just my head slowly getting closer and closer to you to the point like it's a SpongeBob gag. It's like,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
I am not leaving your side until I get my job back.
Very well.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And I am going to be as positive and patient as I can be about it. Now let's go, best buddy o pal o' mine. We have adventures to go on.
As I collect my weapons at the front desk, I'm gonna mount the guy behind the desk. Help! Help! I'm being captured.
No, he's not. No, come on, dude. Don't screw me over.
The guy at the front desk just looks at you in a panicky way. Says, "Do you need me to call the police?"
No, don't worry. No. Oh, who goes there?
Well,
hey there, bud.
Halt!
Beefy,
Criminal scum!
Beefy, you wake up a little bit earlier than you your alarm was set for. It's about 8 a.m., but you still haven't quite gotten enough sleep to heal at all. You would need another hour of sleep. But
I pressed the snooze part button on my alarm.
all right. not to like make you wait or nothing, but you have a choice. Anyway, so these gentlemen are going to make their way down to the combat zone. How do you choose your method of travel? Do you call a cab? Do you get on metro? What do you do?
I don't know. What are we taking? Wraith?
Oh, don't worry, guys. It's simple. Give me a minute. Let me call my good old buddy up, and I'm gonna dial up the Casino.
The Hacienda Casino?
Yep.
Stop.
I'm gonna be like,
Stop. We don't have money
hey
yet.
there. This is Tabor here. So I just wanted a taxi sent over here, or like, maybe just get one of your drivers who normally like park cars or something. Just have them take one of the other cars and give me a ride. And you get to the combat zone and ASAP. Thanks. And I just leave them a message. All right. Don't worry, guys. They'll be here in a minute.
God.
I mean, that's sort of metagamey, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So you're saying I'm not with them right now?
Exactly. You're sleeping.
Oh,
bad,
Okay.
up in,
No, you're in
the
your
Got it.
You can take a cab, guys. It'll be 25 Eddie.
Snow.
Yes, sir.
Is there a data term nearby?
Oh, of course. Yeah, you can find one right outside the palazzo. Actually, you can find one inside the palazzo. How about that?
Oh, right, yes. I'd like to go to it, and I'd like to check my messages and see if the net runner has contacted him.
Okay, it's
Contacted
only
him,
been
yeah.
about 2 hours since the last time you checked, and there's still nothing there.
Oh.
Anyway, it'll take you about a half hour to get down to the combat zone. If you take a combat cab, they could be there to pick you up in a couple minutes. It'll be 25 Eddie.
I'll look at sometimes and say, you know what? It's such a nice day. Let's walk.
It is a really long walk.
You're gonna get stabbed.
The walk will probably take you maybe 2 to 3 hours. One way. You're up for that?
Sundance?
Hello?
Sundance?
Yes.
You guys
Yes, we will do that.
You guys are gonna walk. Okay. Walking through the park is really lovely.
Like, I'm just giving,
really-
giving Rick the death glare without blinking.
but then it gets to be a little bit further through the slogging through the the south downtown area, and then finally making your way underneath the underpass. It starts to get a little bit sketchier, but because it's morning, daylight, a lot of the really sketchy people are passed out. So roll a 1d6 to see if you run into anybody unsavory as you pass through Japantown.
Six. Okay.
Alrighty. So.
Well, time to roll on that. How did we get mug table?
All right. So there are a group of 6 to 7 yakuza escorting someone from his car as you guys are walking through Japantown, through this area. So we'll bring you guys down here. They appear to be busy. This guy seems to be a kind of a bigwig, so they are not hostile towards you, but they do eye you suspiciously as you walk past them.
Okay.
There's a lot of expensive cars here and tattooed guys in suits with sunglasses. There's a BMW 9000 18S sitting here, and you guys, do you know anything about Japanese yakuza? You might recognize some tattoos.
Can I make a roll for it?
Yeah, sure. Roll streetwise.
What am I rolling?
Streetwise.
Streetwise.
You guys can both make a streetwise check. All right, so you don't recognize any of those tattoos. You just see a lot of fancy cars and Japanese guys in sunglasses. With
All right, I think I know where we are. I think we are in Little Italy.
You recognize some of these tattoos are on some of the same guys in this place you're going to, Wraith. So, there might be a connection here.
Huh.
And this block right here with the black dot on it, just to the right of the park, the south end of the park, there seems to be lots of it's like a business plaza. There's a tower there and a lot of Japanese writing on it and Japanese slogans written all over it. It looks like that's probably where they're escorting this guy, and there's lots of really fancy parked cars around the park here, so it looks like that might be a headquarters for yakuza. You just never know.
I'll look at some nuns. Little Italy, you say?
So, also the park here has like a performing arts stage. There's a couple of them, and you pass right in between them. And then as you cross south, it looks like there's a lot of apartments down here. Most of the people that live in this neighborhood seem to be Asian.
Yeah. Is this like fairly upmarket housing?
Kind of, but it starts to get less so the closer you get to the combat zone. So there's kind of like three
Yeah,
tiers.
yeah, yeah.
This is more of like corporate housing, and then as you get closer into this neighborhood, it's more like mid-range housing with some. It looks like there's a school
Yeah, yeah.
here. There's a high school here, I think, and then
Yeah,
or,
okay.
no, this might be a community college. I forget which. And then as you
Mhm.
reach the edge of the combat zone, it gets slummy, very very slummy.
I'm
And
look.
there's a lot of construction going on as you guys walk underneath this part. It looks like they're putting a high speed rail um, that's going to go across here where this red line is, and it's elevated.
Ah,
It's about a story high. So you walk underneath it. There's all these steel beams being welded and placed in concrete, rebar going down several feet below. It almost looks like there's a big wall being made here. And then
interesting.
you can kind of see the same thing happening along this red line here going south.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it appears like there are two separate lines being built here. It's just that they seem to be meeting at a corner right there.
Mm.
Anyway, there's signs all over the place saying this is a metro project. They're building high-speed rail, elevated rail.
I think these Italians are trying to build something.
All right, so we'll bring you down this way.
Do any of you guys know Do any of you guys know Italian?
No.
All right, so the place that you're headed is actually on the other side of the combat zone. Do you choose to go through the combat zone, or do you go around it?
I'll go. We'll go around it. Kind of like, kind of like the here and then crossing. And I'm also gonna give Tabor a phone call.
Yeah, you'll be reaching this point right about 9 a.m. at least. You got about another
Yeah.
half hour of walking to do, probably.
Yep. And say I'll give Tabor a phone call and say can you meet us at the Yakuza place?
Which Yakuza place there, oh buddy, oh pal? Wraith?
Oh, they
My good old friend.
Warehouse 123, I think is what you mean.
Warehouse 1, 2, 3. Wait, I've never been to fucking Warehouse 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you have.
Who's Yakuza over there?
You have.
Wait, is that the place where I got scammed and I'm not getting paid for my job that I did?
Kinda.
And we watched that one guy get killed, murdered.
That was a different warehouse.
Oh, different warehouse that the Yakuza was at. Got it.
Yeah.
They still like their warehouses.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
214. So warehouse 123 is across the street from it.
I am.
I would think it would be 212, but you know.
Yeah, it's what I got
I'm
written
gonna
down.
say.
Wait a second, this place looks familiar. All right. Yeah, I can meet you there. Unless you're already there, and then I'll be there eventually. I won't be there before you.
I think you could probably get there about the same time they do. By the time he calls you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's exactly what I do.
Alrighty. Bring yourself down onto the board. How do you get there?
Does the Castellano send a cab or send a driver?
Okay.
Quick, the Batmobile!
It's
Can I
gonna
look like
it's
can I
gonna
look like a social role?
if they they're driving the hired vehicle from the hacienda to you, it's gonna be an extra 30 Eddie.
Yeah, I can pay 30 Eddie.
Okay, it's gonna be an extra 30, so
My God.
55 Eddie total.
55 Eddie. Oh my god, I just gave them like 10,000.
Yeah, but that was yesterday. And
Actually, I think it was at like 2 a.m., so I think it's still technically today.
Technically, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, those cheap bastards. I do have 80 euro bucks to my name, so I can't afford it. So I don't no tip though. Like I pay him I gave him 80 euro bucks, and he's like, "Oh, thanks, I appreciate it." I'm like, "Okay, but I'm gonna need change back."
All right. Roll 2d20.
Okay.
2d20. Did I mean that? I meant 2d10.
Oh.
But that's okay.
10 and a 3.
I'll give it to you. So he says I only have 13 Eddie left. You can only give me that much change.
Then give me a second. Do you take cred chip?
Yes.
All right, guys. I am not paying you a cent more than I have to.
All right, keep your Eddie, and we'll use the cred chip. 55 Eddie is deducted.
Yep.
All right, put yourself on the board down here, anywhere on the south side. So, you guys can make an awareness notice check as you guys roll up.
Perception?
What? Yeah.
No,
intelligence. Awareness notice. After intelligence.
Fuck. These rolls.
Did anybody roll higher than a 10?
Yeah. 13.
Okay. So you see a dead body over in the corner.
Oh. Well.
The entrance to the long dark hallways over here.
I'll approach the body.
Oh, he looks a little familiar.
Yeah.
His brain looks like it's been fried.
His
input, his interface port is totally burned.
Oh. I'll call to the others. Timber.
Do you guys want to make a diagnose roll or diagnose illness roll?
I can diagnose things. I'm technically still a doctor.
I diagnosed this guy is dead.
I'm just not licensed anymore.
What happened?
Well, roll diagnose illness, and I'll tell you.
What do you mean? You're not licensed anymore.
Okay, so Sundance, you can tell that this guy probably received burns that are consistent with black ice.
Yes. I think I can definitely ascertain that this guy is dead. So dead you could even call him cadaverific. Black ice was involved.
Wait, is that the medical term they use?
Who's the doctor here?
Not you.
Dang it, man! Dang it, man! I'm a doctor, not a hip hop artist.
Yeah, Sundance, I don't think you've met 𝘼𝑗𝑉𝑟 before. If you have, you can roll a.
Oh no, we met each other in the in a ER once.
Okay, that's right. You guys met. You guys were friends. I remember.
Well, if we've probably met before, it's great to see you again. If not, hello, I am Sundance.
So.
Nice to meet you, Sundance. I'm 𝘼𝑗𝑉𝑟. I'm from Alberta.
So, 𝘼𝑗𝑉𝑟?
Oh, yeah?
We have a problem. This man was, as in the man that is currently smoking on the ground.
Oh, no, he's not still smoking. He's just been burned.
Sundance, Cornelius, Maximilian, Ricardo, Carson, O'Halloran, Garcia.
Smoked as in past tense.
Yeah.
If you roll a diagnosed illness, it's a little higher than what Sundance rolled. You might be able to determine time of death.
Wait, there's one more thing we have to do before we diagnose him. Someone find me a long object.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got a stick right here. Here.
Okay, can I have that?
Yeah.
Okay, I must do one of the most important medical diagnostic tests. I start poking the dead body with the stick. Hey, are you dead? Hey,
Oh my
start
god.
poking me randomly.
All right. Well,
Give
yeah,
the stick
you're
back to
not
Tibber.
quite
All
sure.
right, yeah, this guy's dead.
It's becoming more clear to you why he was fired, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
I was
I'm
employee of
going.
the month for 13 months.
I don't actually think you're
Yeah.
employee of the month for any of those months.
Yeah, maybe
You
you
sound like a damn hippie.
Yeah,
I
maybe you did.
do come from Alberta.
Oh God.
Hey, at least you're not from Manitoba. I'm from Ontario.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You're calling me the
God.
hippie.
All right, Tibber, you'll have to get a little closer to diagnose him. I don't think you can see him from there.
I'll get a little closer, but who am I to disagree with Dr. Sundance's
Oh
diagnosis?
God.
That's for real. Yeah, no, I get that.
Technically, my full title was Agent Count Dr. Sundance III, Esquire.
Oh God. So we have a problem.
He even smells dead. That
That
means he's
man.
been dead for a while.
That man was the net runner that helped us on the last job.
Oh shit, he was.
But also, that man was the net runner that I hired to fix up, to disappear that report. So I assume that something went wrong. I guess I'll head inside.
You also find that the doors are locked.
Oh, for God's sake.
It occurs to you
and
that maybe that they only have nighttime hours, but you're not sure.
Probably for the best, otherwise someone would call the police by now.
Actually, I would like to try and break in.
Okay. Where there are. So this guy is on the other side of what looks like a large garage door, and then the door that you normally enter in is over here.
But if I'm being honest, Wraith, I'm not really seeing the issue here. Now you don't have to pay him.
He already paid them.
Yeah,
You can check his body to see if there's any cash on him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Someday, see if you can fish out a wallet with that stick.
Wraith just
Yeah.
goes for it.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna suck his body.
Okay, you find his wallet, but it seems to be empty.
Empty. Wow. Does he have anything else on him?
He has no identification on him.
How good what kind of condition is his head in?
You could probably salvage some of his organs. I mean, it depends on how dead he is, how old his body is. But
I mean, that'd be cool too. I'm talking about like how good of a condition is his skull in?
Yeah, it's intact, but his brain could be liquefied. Who knows?
And then you got a sharp object. Hey, wait, guys, which one of you wants to make some easy, quick cash?
I'm gonna draw the.
You guys can all roll a streetwise check.
I'm gonna draw my mono katana.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hand it to I'm gonna hand it to Sundance.
I would not do that.
All right, thank you. Bigger than what I usually go for, but you know what? I'm feeling bold. Now, I need one of you to hold his head tight and the other to hold his torso. I want to make a clean cut.
Am I gonna get paid for this?
Do either of you do that?
I'm sorry, have you ever harvested a person before?
A few times.
Okay, then and you should know how this goes.
It's
Now,
gonna
please,
be.
I need to
It's gonna be
concentrate. I do not want to
very,
Wraith's sword.
very.
But generally, you know, either you harvest cyberware or you harvest the organs before they decompose.
Oh, right. Is this? I need to. Can I do another like medical thing to see how decomposed this guy is?
Well, I mean, if you cut him open, you'll figure it out.
You're right. All right. One of you take his shirt, rip his shirt off.
Yeah, I'll hold the head.
I'm gonna say, he's probably been dead for less than 2 hours.
What did
Because-
Mike
because-
say about this?
It's currently 9:30 a.m. You were here probably like around 10 last night.
Yeah, but
He contacted you at the beginning of his 8-hour shift.
all right. So I'm gonna say, like, the last contact I had with him was 8 hours ago. So he's probably been dead. He's definitely been dead for less than 8 hours.
You can roll a streetwise, Bill, for Wraith, and Wraith might have some information on what his body might be worth. All right, so you have an idea that it's probably worth a lot more than it actually is, regardless of how long or how dead he's been for how long. So, well, you make up whatever.
All right. So, are we harvesting this guy or not?
You
Could make some money off him.
the guy's probably worth about 500 Eddie.
Just as long as I can keep his skull.
Why?
He wants to drink blood.
Heaven forbid people have hobbies.
People have hobbies.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky.
And the last time I spoke to a therapist, they said, and I quote, "You should get like something to just talk to, like a pet or something. But since animals are expensive, I'm gonna take this guy's skull and name it Chuck."
I remember that. The therapist quit after that, and he had to go to therapy.
To this day, I still don't know why.
I'm gonna look at Timber.
All right, who's the best with the blade?
Are you sure you want to go through with this? It's gonna be very messy. You probably get blood.
Hey, that's why I'm asking who has the highest blade skill.
I'm gonna look at.
It's probably going to be your surgery skill, actually, rather than your blade skill. Unless, we're cutting into this guy like we're cutting into a watermelon, which we aren't. We're supposed to be, like, harvesting organs.
Sword is a good idea for surgery. Maybe like a knife or something, not a sword.
I mean, it's not the worst thing for surgery.
I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna look at Timber.
What's wrong with just bringing in the whole body?
I'm gonna.
Wait, can we? Okay, does any of you have a car to carry this thing?
No, we could call the hacienda.
Oh yeah, because that's totally not gonna get us in trouble. Unless, oh wait, I have an idea. Have any of you seen the movie Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
Okay, so in this movie, there's this guy, Bernie. He's dead. And these two guys make everyone think he's not dead by putting glasses on him.
That sounds brilliant. Now, how do we carry him still? Do we like walk him?
Oh,
This guy's gotta nearly be 200 pounds.
Sort of have to BS a voice while moving his arms.
I could probably lift, 60
Yeah, and also,
pounds.
or we can just say this guy's like passed out drunk.
Yeah, it won't be obvious at all that you're carrying around a dead person.
I can't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
Oh, you see, this is okay. So this is what Mike Pondsmith said back in the day. Just in case it didn't work out, you could still make a dead comrade pull his weight. The Lifeline Act of 1994, an extension of the donor cards in 1980, allows a potential source of spare parts to carry a donor card in his wallet. This card must be registered with the federal government. Only donor-carded bodies can be turned into a donor center, where the bounty is paid, and the bounty is based on the parts involved and the body's condition at the time.
Yeah, if you
what?
hack him open, it's going to reduce his value more than likely.
See, and that's why I didn't want to do it with a sword.
There's all,
I say we just take this guy in whole.
I'm looking at this right now, actually. This is pretty good. If we bring him to the clinic, check his wallet. Does he have a donor card?
His wallet is empty.
His wallet was empty.
Oh, well, he doesn't have a... Okay, well, then that gives us off. If he
Okay,
doesn't have a
then we
donor
gotta
card,
let
how are
this
we
guy
supposed to
prove
legally
ID.
get money for this?
Does anyone know how to make where we can get fake IDs for this guy?
You could conceivably you could forge a donor card.
Give me a second.
now-
Actually, wait, I have something just for this. I have some blank business cards. I'm going to take one out. I'm going to grab a pen.
Okay,
and I'm
now
going to
I'm just
write
imagining
down
like us
donor
going on
card.
future adventures
We
with the
don't-
dead guy.
We don't even.
It's got your number
That's cool, boy.
printed on the back. Is that right, Tibber?
I'm going to write down on the blank business card donor, and then underneath it, I got to figure out this guy's name.
But on the opposite
Net-
side of this, isn't it true? The opposite
don't-
side of this card has your name and phone number on it.
We don't.
Not this one.
We don't need to do any of this. We can just go to Medicross.
All right. So what do you guys decide to do?
Yeah, let's hack into this guy.
No, we're not hacking into him. We're going to take him to
all
the
right.
We'll get more if we take him in whole. We'll get more that way.
I don't know if I agree. I think it's kind of like, if you go to the mechanic shop and you want them to change the tire on your bike. If you come with like the tire already detached, then they just have to pop off the rim and whatnot and put the new tire on. Or sorry, if you take up the rim detached, then you just have to pop off the tire and put the new one on. But if you come with the whole bike, then they have to take off the rim from the bike, kind of thing. I think that we're gonna get more money if we just bring the organs.
If we put him in parts, then the parts might be damaged and have lesser value.
You're a doctor. You've done this before, I'm sure.
Yes, I have, and I'm telling you from personal experience. Although I do have this funny headcanon of like, we never took him anywhere, or we just kept bringing the dead body with us. But no one knows, like, he's dead. Constantly, it's like, crap, what do we do when we push on it? Don't use the dead body as a meat shield. Good thinking, Chuck. And eventually people, and it's like, hey, how come you guys bring a skeleton with you?
One of the other reasons why he was let go.
All support. Three mercenaries bring in their emotional support skeleton to talk show.
It's beginning to become very clear why he was let go.
Yeah.
See, why do you guys not want me to have my job? I like having my job. I just happen to be clinically insane, self-diagnosed by myself. Why you just don't believe it? As a doctor, I believe I'm not insane. I just think it's correct to do some surgery on yourself and your brain, and to insert giant blades into your forearms and pop them out whenever you need to.
Yeah,
Like a sane person.
Snow,
Yes, sir.
can I? Would this be slightly metagaming? Or would I know about this? So in the Night City sourcebook, on page 84,
Yeah.
there is a reference to Medicross preservation.
And
Would I be aware of that?
I would say that you might. You've probably walked past it before, since you did walk through that neighborhood last night.
Yeah.
And you might have heard about dwarfers hawking parts of their bodies to afford a fix.
Yeah.
That's a pretty gruesome story. May have met your ear at some point recently.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the place where the dwarfers sell their body parts to get a fix. As you walk past it last night.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop Sundance, and I'm gonna say we don't need to do any of this. We don't even need identification or a donor card for it. Have you heard of Medicross preservation?
You guys can roll a streetwise if you want.
Question mark.
Sorry, it's just hard because like Bill's accent is really thick.
It's okay.
It's hard to.
You roll streetwise. I'll give you another shot. Everybody's fumbling. You guys are gonna crit soon. I know it. Tibber,
Fuck off, Snow.
You want to roll streetwise? As Bill's asking
Tibber.
this question, he's wondering if you've heard of Metacross preservation.
Is that a hippie thing?
It might be. Why don't you roll streetwise?
Look, man, again, I'm on computer, so I have to constantly keep clicking through different menus.
All right. No, you have never heard of it before.
Damn, they do sound like hippies. Wait, they're not French, are they?
Beefy, are you with us? Because we cannot hear
Of course.
you. Okay, so
Of course I am.
did you roll streetwise again?
Yeah, it was a fumble.
No, that was the first time. I'm asking you to roll it again. Since Bill asked you a question. Or Wraith.
Oh,
Do you remember what Wraith asked you?
absolutely no idea.
Okay.
Do you? I was asking.
He wasn't even listening.
Have
Sorry, I was thinking about how much money we get for this guy, and honestly, I've done the math, and I don't think it's much.
I still keep his skull.
I'm gonna say, look. I'm gonna say, look. Whether we get a lot of money for him isn't relevant. The fact is, the fact is, there's a body bank that will buy him without identification or a donor card.
Mm. Okay. I'll call up the hacienda.
Don't. Wait,
Why?
Timber,
Yeah.
are you calling the casino?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I was gonna do.
Well,
Yeah, a
why?
better idea. So we could get a ride to the clinic. Or the donor bank that you were thinking about.
Just call back cab.
Yeah, but they're gonna charge. Okay, I guess that's fair enough. All right, we can call. I'll call Combat Cab.
It's not
It'll
your
probably be
style,
cheaper.
but you know, you see the logic there.
I do see the logic. It'd probably be cheaper.
I'm gonna stop Timber and say, look, it might be time to admit you need some help.
What?
You can't keep giving the casino all of your money, Timber.
I can and I will actually,
Why?
so I can make it big. I've got faith. See, that's the thing, Ray. That's the thing.
God.
That's the thing. I have something you don't. I have faith. You know, and I'm a hard worker every day. You know, my blood, sweat, and tears. I've got the willpower to head back in there and go to the roulette table. You know, my hands are shaking just thinking about it. That's called perseverance.
Oh, God.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
So, who's calling the cab?
Yeah, I'll call Combat Cab. Sorry, Wraith.
I'm
I think
saying,
I actually have a little bit of money for us to purchase a combat
I
cap.
will.
Whoever's paying
Snow.
for it, it's gonna be 25 Eddie.
Yeah,
Snow.
I can do
While we've got this opportunity, while we have this opportunity, I would like to give Tibber 4,000 Eddie.
Okay, so
In cash.
if I heard that right, you've just blown through $9,000, Eddie. You've given 5 to Sundance and now 4 to Tibber.
Oh hell yeah, let's go!
Oh, no,
Money.
No.
Wait,
I haven't.
No, you didn't.
I haven't given Sundance that money yet.
Okay, got it.
I was giving him it. I'm going to give Sundance the 5K when I get paid.
Oh, got it. Okay, I didn't know that you made that clear, but Sundance, did you realize that? Just checking.
Like you just turn to Sundance, you just see him get back poking the dead body with a stick.
Yes. All right. Well, the combat cab arrives
Sundance.
momentarily after you make that exchange. And
All right, help me bring the body into the back.
And the combat cab wants another 100 Eddie for the dead body.
Oh, he's not dead. He's got sunglasses on.
She's
Okay.
not dead. He's just sleeping.
Roll I don't know, I guess persuasion fast talk.
Fast talk. I got this. Oh, you guys, I got this. No, he's not dead.
Yeah, he is. That guy is totally dead.
Okay, maybe he's a little dead.
I can see the burn marks on his neck. That guy looks like he's been fried.
What are you, a doctor?
Maybe.
Alright, well, okay, he's got us, guys. Alright, I'll pay the extra
God.
100, Eddie.
It occurs to you that maybe he needs some kind of scarf or whatever. Something, an ascot, something to cover up that burn mark on his neck.
I look around, I think I don't have a scarf, but I do have sunscreen.
You can try that. Use disguise -3.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
I'm gonna look at him and go, what are you
That's a
doing?"
9. Putting sunscreen on his burns.
It just looks like you put sunscreen on a burn mark. It's black.
Timber,
It's so hot out. The sun is so hot out. This guy turned black. It's pretty serious.
Pardon?
Oh God.
All right, so he wants another 100 Eddie for you guys to put the guy in his car.
I paid him 100, Eddie. I'll pay it up front too. Here, I gave him 125, I believe.
All right, good. He takes you guys to, I guess, where to, sir? Oh, Metacross Preservation. I know the place.
Yeah.
That's near where you. That's an Upper Marina, right?
Yeah.
That's near your neighborhood. Okay, so we'll bring you guys over here. Yeah, you're on this side. Do it right there. Alright, so wherever you guys are down here, we'll stack you up and cart you up. Okay, so it just so happens you guys can all make an awareness notice check. As you guys are unloading the body, or not even, you haven't quite gotten there yet. But as you guys are waiting to turn onto this street here, you start. You recognize somebody in the car next to you as you're on this main diagonal. Guess who it is?
Oh. Who?
It's John Coral.
Who?
Well, you don't know who John Coral is.
Oh shit, I know who that guy is.
grant
That's
you that.
the guy who's trying to give us a job.
Yeah.
Probably still expects us to do it considering he fucking blew up my apartment.
Yeah, he's in the car next
I'm-
to you. Now, you haven't reached your destination yet, but you could probably follow this guy if you wanted. Looks like he's about to go across the bridge. He's in a different lane.
We can defend this, John Coral. Pull out the SMG. That would be really, really funny, but no.
I'm gonna pull out my soul rifle.
Okay.
And do what with it?
Shoot him in the face.
You're gonna shoot
Wait, actually?
the guy who's supposed to pay you to do the job? I don't understand.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it is an option.
You could try. Yeah.
There is no try, only succeed.
Yes. I'm gonna say to the driver, I'm gonna say to the driver, just keep going.
Keep going? What do you mean?
Oh, how far is it? How far is it to Medicross Preservation?
It's like a block away.
Oh, excellent. Sorry.
But he's not going there.
Yeah.
So keep going.
Yeah, just
Where to, sir?
all of that. I'm gonna indicate the car that John Coral was in.
The BMW?
Follow-
Alright, yes, sir.
Yes, follow that car, please.
Alright, so you guys go across the bridge into what's that other neighborhood? You guys can all roll streetwise if you want. Maybe you know the name of it. The neighborhood on the other side of the marina. Maybe this is your first time ever crossing this bridge. Well, Bill, you're aware that on the other side of this bridge there is a military base. And most of the people that go across here either have military contracts or are somehow affiliated with the military, or they live in Westbrook, which is even more uppity. That's like a corporate center.
Yeah, I hate Westbrookers.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tap the cabbie on the shoulder and say, that's far enough. Can we?
Oh, it's a one way.
Can
You
we-
have to go all the way across the bridge now. You're committed.
Oh God.
So you guys end up crossing the bridge into North Oak.
We're about to get fucking shot.
No, you guys are just riding in a combat cab. You know, that's nothing big, not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Anyway, let's bring you to a larger map so you can see. So, Night City downtown is this area here, and the bridge is not shown on this map, but it brings you over to here. But it also continues on the freeway. These are all the side streets and under streets, so that we'll draw in the freeway because it's not actually shown here, but basically it goes across the screen like that. There's another highway that it connects with right around here. But there, so you could either transfer onto that freeway and go south, or if you wanted to turn around and go back the way you came, you'd have to get on some of these side streets anyway, either in Westbrook or in North Oak. Which do you choose?
I'll instruct the driver to go back via North Oak.
You don't want to follow this guy anymore?
No, no, I've seen enough. Thank you.
Okay. So you give up on the tracking of him. He doesn't seem to have noticed that you were tracking him. But you guys end up getting off on the same exit. He seems to be going to North Oak.
Oh, goodness.
Do you sure you
Okay.
don't want me to follow him?
Well,
I don't know. I'm a little curious. Do we really care about this guy and the 250 new eddies we're gonna make off his dead body?
I don't know. Let's ask him. Hey,
um,
Chuck, you mind if we follow him?
Yeah,
I start like moving his jaw. No. Also, like, you see, what can you? Okay, that's enough, Chuck. I think you've said enough racist things
Yeah,
today.
that's enough. That's enough, Chuck. We don't want like we're gonna get canceled, Chuck.
I'm telling
Taxi
you guys.
driver, combat cab, follow that vehicle.
I'm telling you guys,
Okay.
Chuck has a real racism problem.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's bad.
It just hasn't been the same since his wife left him. She took the
Mhm.
kids.
Jeez, that's tough. Sorry about that, Hal. Hey, so you guys can notice that your dude ends up getting out of his car, parks it out in front, and doesn't seem to notice you guys in the combat cab hanging out behind. And you see him go into the building. I'm looking for him again. There we go. John Cole. Okay, so if you guys want to follow him into the building, you can. But the guy says, hey, it's going to be a little bit more than 25 Eddie. Since we didn't drop you off there, it's going to be an additional 25 Eddie. And if you want me to bring you back, it's going to be another 25 Eddie. So if you want me to wait here, you keep the meter running.
Okay, I'll give him a 25 Eddie.
I'm gonna ask you. Can I look at the building and see if I can see any identifying marks?
It looks like it's a strip mall. Maybe it has a few different law offices, and there's some small businesses. Roll awareness notice.
Oh.
What do I see?
Well, you don't see John Coral listed on there anywhere. What you don't see? You see a few different. You see you don't see John Coral's name. You don't see DMS on there, which is where he said he worked for, right? You see the name of the building is called the Dodge Building. There is a financial, looks like maybe some kind of company called SK Holdings. There's a bunch of initials followed by attorney at law. Looks like it's a bunch of attorneys' offices, and whatever this SK Holdings is.
I'm gonna look at the others. So, what do you think? Are we going back, and are we getting our friend here? Are we getting our friend here home? And I put my hand around the body.
You mean helping him find a new home?
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. But what the hell is this John guy fucking deal? Why here? What does this have to do with Miss famous rocker girl and the assassination and us looking into the other studio and so on? All right, is he just doing mundane shit now? Or like, why the hell do you have to bomb my apartment? I don't have anywhere to live anymore. I'm homeless now. Give me a second. I had a bunch to drink. I'm gonna go.
All right, you spot
throw
him
up
in
outside
the
car.
upstairs window. But you also see that the roof.
I'll be gonna throw up outside the car. Give me a second.
Oh,
My
dude.
lovely guys.
So sorry to hear that, buddy. Hope you feel better. On the roof of the building, you see that there's a helicopter. It has just landed. As you guys have been sitting here.
I'm gonna say, oh, there's a helicopter roof. So, are we getting our friend home, or are we going to investigate?
Beefy is puking his guts out on the outside of the car. So I don't know if he's going to be able to join us. He may have passed out, sitting in the back with that dead body, and with Sundance, playing with it may have made him really, really grossed out.
Oh God!
Sundance, you with us?
Sundance.
Yeah, we may have lost Sundance too.
Ah.
All right.
I'm
Not quite sure what to do now.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna ask the captor, what do you know about this place?
You're
Do
asking
you know
the
anything
cab
about this
driver?
place?
He says, I've never been this far north, to be honest. But hey, clock's ticking. You're a dime.
Yeah, fair enough.
As you guys are sitting there, it's been probably about a minute. You see that the helicopters landed about the same time that you arrived. And as you guys are watching, and while Tibber is puking his guts out, it doesn't seem like your other companion is paying much attention either to any of this. You seem to be the only one that notices.
Can I don't suppose, can I see, any, is there any roof access that I can see on the outside of the building?
Is there any roof access on the other side of the building that you can see?
Or on the outside of the building?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. In fact, that's how people who land on top of the roof would get into the inside of the building. There's a doorway right here.
Yeah. But what I mean is there any access from the ground level? Like, is there like a staircase?
Is there a way into the building? Yes, there's a front door.
No, is there a way onto the roof
from the
the
inside?
ground or of the outside?
No.
Ah, right. Okay. I'm going to head in then, and I'm going to say to the driver, my friends are going to stay here. Keep the meter running. Wait for me.
All right. As you're approaching the building, you briefly see your supposed employer in the window, and then he disappears. As you enter the building, you see that someone is getting into the helicopter, but you can't quite tell who it is. So let's bring you into the first floor. In the first floor lobby, you see a receptionist. On either side, security, This guy is long gone. You can bring yourself over here onto the right. Enter through any of these 4 doors.
Yep.
You see elevators on either side of the reception office and a staircase leading up on either side.
Shark Tank told us this
Um,
is a bad product.
I'm going to
Shark Tank told us this is a bad product.
I'm going to walk up to the receptionist.
Walking up to
I
the
know.
receptionist desk, she greets you, says, "Good morning.
Yes.
May I help you?"
Yes, I'm here to see Mr. John Carl.
Okay. We don't have anybody here by that name. Are you sure you're in the right location?
Oh. I'm going to be quite honest. No. Can you tell me? Can you tell me what you do here?
I'm a receptionist.
There's a no, as in, can you tell me the businesses that have offices? Can you tell me the businesses that have offices here?
She runs through the list of businesses that are here.
Is there any that I recognize?
The same ones that you recognized on the outside of the building?
Right. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to say perhaps I know him by a different name. He's a gentleman, and I give her his physical description, and I say,
I'm sorry,
This
I didn't
man-
quite catch that description. Could you describe him again for me?
Hey guys, do you mind if I bounce now? My battery's getting kind of low.
Hey man, you're welcome to bounce whenever you like. It's good to have you play with us, and sorry we couldn't entertain you more.
Oh no, it's not you guys. My battery's almost at like
Okay.
5%.
yeah.
Well, hopefully
That's cool.
Maybe we'll play some more next time.
Yes, I do
Yep.
intend to return next week.
All right, cool.
And this time, I want to get my job back.
For God's sake.
All right.
Otherwise,
Well,
Otherwise, I'm gonna use my Carl Weezer communist voice. I don't know, Jimmy. The Communist Manifesto does not support this action.
Oh, for God's sake.
okay. Well, you tell me what you want to do.
I just want my job back, man.
You can petition for them. Say you were wrongfully fired. I guess.
I was framed.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
there's probably a process for that. So you know, you can attempt to address that grievance if you want.
Did we also like blackmail one of my bosses?
I don't know. You know,
That would
suffice.
that would probably be a bad idea, but it's
Look,
possible.
man, I just want my job back, okay?
You know, I get
We'll
it.
see.
You know, sometimes corporations, you know, they've got other ideas and other plans, and you know, it's nothing personal. It's just business.
There'll be other jobs. There'll be other jobs. It's fine.
You know,
Who's that?
sometimes one door closes, another door opens, right?
Yeah.
Dang it, man, I'm a doctor, not a fortune cookie.
Until
Touche.
To be fair, you were guilty of the thing they said you did. You did do drugs. so it's like, I mean,
Yes. There was some substance in my system due to the fact that I was handling of dead bodies and the fact that I was in a very high stress situation. And I was somehow working a case. That does not mean I'm an addict.
Yeah, you can quit anytime. We know.
I'm not an addict, I swear.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
got to believe me. I'm not a drug addict.
Trust us, we do.
Although I do kind of want to see how far we can take the dead body as like our fourth tag along guy.
Oh God.
It's like, what do we do? Holds up the body. It's like, okay, let's move. We got a shield.
Well, we'll have you basically. Well, your character will be an NPC probably for the remainder of the game, and you'll be carting him around and making his arms move and.
Yeah. Plot twist at like the end of like his storyline in Cerebro. It's like he was just in a coma the whole time.
He comes to life.
God.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Oh God.
Oh my God, Chuck, you're alive. It's like, who is
You
Chuck?
guys don't
You
check your
are.
pulse.
Guys, Chuck's acting weird. Stop calling me that.
He started coughing.
Anyway, viewers, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and sign up for the Patreon.
Yes.
Nothing happens.
All of those things.
All right. Thanks, Lava Dude. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. But yeah, I shall say, I shall thank her for help, and then I shall go outside back to the cab.
You're not gonna go upstairs? You can see the SK Holdings on the second floor.
Yeah. Actually, to hell with it. Yes, I'll go upstairs. I'll use. Can I put myself on any of the stairways?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right. As you come up, you see that the receptionist desk here is empty, and the door to SK Holdings is here. The room is pretty much empty.
Okay. I'd like to check on the receptionist's desk, if I may.
All right. What are you gonna check for? You can roll
can
awareness
I-
notice if you want. You can pretty much tell that it's empty. The terminal is off, or it's got its screensaver.
Yeah. Fair. That's a
Yeah,
one.
the door over here on the right says SK Holdings over the door.
Yeah. I shall proceed to
This is
door.
also the office where you saw him in the window.
Yeah.
You can figure that part out too. But the door is locked.
If I put my ear to the door, can I hear anything beyond it?
Make. Well, you see, you did. Yeah, you actually can hear the sound of a. Sounds like maybe a fax printer at work on the other side of the door. Can you hear the familiar beeping of a fax number coming through, and then it starts to print.
Can I'd like to wait a few seconds and see if I can hear anyone moving.
Okay.
Can I hear anyone moving beyond the door?
Well, strangely enough, no, but also you don't hear you don't hear the helicopter anymore, and you get a text from one of the guys downstairs. You get a text from Sundance. He says, "Hey, the helicopter just took off with I think 𝘼𝙉𝙊𝙉𝙊𝙁 recognizes the dude that we were following. I think he just took off in the helicopter."
The door.
Yeah, the door looks just as cheap as the others. It's kind of, a rusted steel panel with scorch marks around the lock. No problem. Probably bust that open.
Does it? How's it open?
You can roll a pick lock or electronic security.
Yeah.
This lock looks a little suspicious. The scorch marks could be the result of work done recently.
I shall roll a pick lock.
Okay.
I also have some beanie tools.
Yeah, go ahead and make your pick lock roll, and you can add any bonuses that the tools might give you.
Hang on. I'm sure they gave me. I'm sure the tools had a bonus, but I can't remember what it was.
Well, go ahead and add that. If it was in your inventory, it should be listed there. You have to look it up.
Beanie.
I'm not really sure they provide you a bonus as much as they prevent you from having a negative modifier for not having.
Yeah, maybe. It's really annoying because
Well, if you got a page number, you can point you in the direction. The good news is no one else has to wait for you.
Well, the page number is, I believe it's 69, though, but I can't actually find I can find beanie tools, but I can't find them in the actual body of the text, if you know what I mean, which is weird.
Yeah, because usually it's just a couple pages away.
Yeah.
So it's actually, the gear list is on page 68, 69.
Yeah.
And the tools are right next to
Um,
it. The tools are on 69. They're listed there. Tech tool kit, electronics kit, see
Yep.
above. It just gives you the dimensions of the case, essentially. It tells you how much it weighs.
Oh, right.
That's about it.
Yeah, but there's no actual listing for beanie tools.
No, I would say they're probably similar to the tech tools.
Yeah, fair point. Oh well.
And it's just giving you some
Never mind.
physics about them, not necessarily
Yep.
anything else. Then later it talks about security and how they can be broken, different types of locks. So, you know, in this case, I've described how the door looks to you, and it looks like somebody's
Yeah.
done some welding on it. It's a metal door, but for all you know, you could probably kick it open. Who knows?
Yeah. Right. Time to work my magic.
All right, you click it open, and the door
Holy
is
shit.
unlocked. Roll a d6 to see how many minutes it takes you. All right,
4 minutes. Huh?
Not too bad. Roll a stealth check. I'm gonna make a 1d6. There is somebody patrolling.
Holy shit.
And they come by about a minute in. You have a minute left. So let's see here. Guy, elevator opens, and a guy walks out.
Oh. Uh-oh.
You have a split second to dive out of the way, or you could just hold still. What do you choose to do?
I'll dive out of the way.
All right, move your character.
I'll move him here.
All right. He does not see you, oddly enough.
Hmm.
He kind of moseys over here and then wanders into the back here and pokes his head over there and then goes down the stairs. So you can go back to doing what you're doing, and then
Okay.
the door swings open.
Yep. I shall enter. Making sure to close the door behind me.
Give yourself a 10 IP in stealth.
Yeah.
Good crit there. And you see the room here. There are some file cabinets to your right, a chair and a desk to your left. I assume you can see all of that. But in one corner, there's a desk and a chair and a terminal.
Yeah.
With a printer fax take up most of the desk, and the rest of which is littered with papers. As soon as you step into the room, however, there is a piercing scream, which deafens any intruders, causing 1 point of damage. Basically, it's not going to go to any location, but just go ahead and mark it on your character sheet. You get 1 point. You can make an awareness notice check. See if you can determine the source of the sound. Yes, it's coming from a device on the desk that appears to be a motion sensor.
Oh God.
It's also emitting a high frequency strobe. Go ahead and if you don't have anti-dazzle, roll a 1d10, and on a roll of 1, you may go into an epileptic seizure.
Oh God.
All right, so
Oh,
you're
oh.
fine. Roll a stun save based on your current injury level, and see if you get knocked out anyway.
You're gonna have to give me a refresher.
Just on the combat tab on your character sheet, there's I think there's a stun button, or save button. You can roll that.
Oh, right.
Oh, good job. So you seem to be fine, but yeah, it hurts. It's so fucking loud. The scream and the strobe is very annoying, but you also probably reach the printer
Yep.
very, very quickly, or you could destroy the thing that's making that noise, which apparently you can see is on the desk.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run in, rip the facts out.
Rip the what?
Leave.
Oh.
I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run in, take the printout, and then leave.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. As soon as you cross the threshold of the doorway, the screaming and strobing stops.
Oh, very good.
But you can probably, likely have to have alerted everyone in the building.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
may have seconds before anything.
Time to leave. I'm gonna
Okay, so you may
I'm gonna
hightail
go-
it for the other
I'm gonna
stairwell.
go down the stairs.
Okay, roll a luck D, 1d10 plus your luck.
Fuck.
All right, not bad. So it just so happens that the security guard is not on the first floor when you come down to the first floor level. And
This is where the receptionist pulls out a gun and shoots me in the face.
you're gonna shoot the receptionist.
I'm saying this is where the receptionist pulls out a gun and shoots me in the face.
No, she might not even see you there, depending on how loud you are. You can roll stealth check if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is on the phone and doesn't notice you right away. You can see the guard running up the stairs on the opposite end of the hall as he turns around the corner. And you can hear her say that alarm has been sounded and we're going to check it out. Stand by. It occurs to you that she might be on the phone with law enforcement
Yeah.
or some kind of security detail.
I'm going to very nonchalantly head towards the door.
Okay. Roll persuasion fast talk.
Fuck. Okay.
Just see if you look suspicious or not. gonna be mostly
Oh!
it's gonna be mostly body language.
Damn it! Snow. I'm just a normal guy going about his day.
All right, so both of these guys try to stop you as you walk past their door. Say, hang on a second, sir.
Oh, what's the problem?
Are you gonna wait? You're gonna stop for them? Okay. We need to see some ID.
I'm sorry, I don't have any ID, unfortunately.
All right. Well, would you mind waiting here for a moment?
Can I ask what for?
Did you take that from one of the offices upstairs? They indicate the paper that you're holding.
No. It's
Can we
this.
see-
This is actually.
Can we see that, sir?
I'm sorry. It's my. It's a copy of my. It's a copy of my will, unfortunately.
Sir, please hand that over.
I won't be doing that.
They attempt to take
Fuck.
it. They attempt to take it from you.
God. Oh God.
Are you gonna resist them?
Oh. Timber, come back, I need you. God damn it.
Tiber's puking his guts out outside of the car you see there, and Sundance is playing with a corpse.
Oh, fuck. Fuck my teammates. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say, you know what? If you want it, fine. Have it. And I'm going to throw it behind me.
You're gonna what?
I'm just gonna throw it behind me.
Okay. Do you read it?
No.
Okay. So they, just say you're still gonna have to wait with us, sir. Why did you break into this office?
I didn't.
We have you on video camera, sir.
Very well.
The piece of paper is still within arm's reach.
God's sake. I'm gonna say, look. I thought that my friend was here in the office. I saw him in the window upstairs or outside, and I assumed it was him. But when I got there, he was gone. I had hoped to find some clue as to why he was here.
Find some
But-
clue as to why he was here.
Yes.
He is a
Um,
tenant. You broke into his office?
I had no idea who he was a tenant.
You had no idea what?
I had no idea he was a tenant.
Right, you saw him through the window.
Yes. Well, he gave his name as John Carl. That's what I know him. Unfortunately, when I asked for him at reception, they said there's no one by that name. Now, I'm sure you can understand how that would make someone curious, maybe, as to why someone is lying to them.
We found the door open, and I think we're gonna charge you with trespass. So
that's because I picked it, genius.
Just have a seat over there, sir, if you don't mind. They pick up the piece of paper you threw on the floor there. They indicate for you to have a seat in one of these chairs here.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the security guards picks up the crumpled up piece of paper and uncrumples it and reads it to the other guard. Plaza Concord, 10:30 a.m. Does that mean anything to you? There's a nearby clock on the wall that reads 10:05 currently.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say, guys, look, I know what I did was wrong. You want to charge me with trespassing, that's fine, but can we hurry this up? I have places to be.
Well, you'll have to wait until law enforcement gets here.
How long is that going to be?
Well, could take as long as they like. I don't know. Would you rather deal with military police?
How long is the military going to be?
Oh, you ever hear that expression, hurry up and wait? Have a seat.
You're not being very helpful.
I'm not being very helpful. Well, you should have thought about being helpful before you tried picking locks into the building.
I didn't try to pick a lock. I succeeded in picking up. There's a difference.
It's a felony offense.
Oh, good. Okay.
Go have a seat. When law enforcement's here to pick you up, then you can get up. It gets tense as you eyeball him and refuse to actually sit. You want to have a face down? All right. Let's do a face down.
I'll look at. All right then.
All right. Well, the security here. Alrighty. So you want to do a face down, huh? forget where face downs were talked about. I seem to recall it was fairly early. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah.
Face down is page 55.
Thank you.
See, this is why you have the books in PDF format.
Oh yeah, both participants will roll their reputation, which is half of your special ability. So if you have a special ability of 6, then your reputation will be 3 for this roll. And then your cool plus a 1d10. So I'm going to roll 2d10 plus 2.
My reputation is combat sense, right?
I'm gonna add 2 to that. So you gotta get a your reputation is half of your combat sense. So if your combat sense
Right.
is 6, then
Okay, 3.
your rep is 3. And then your cool is it? Well, he rolled a 7 because his cool is actually a 4 there, and he rolled he fumbled. I guess he rolled a 4.
So I'm rolling
7.
1d10 plus 3 plus 6.
Yeah, he's not so tough. These guys are hoping that you'll comply. Is it gonna be you rolled higher than a 7?
I've not rolled yet. I'm just getting the
If you roll higher than a 7, then you win the face down.
Are there any modifiers to my cool?
No, just
Or is it just my
your
reputation?
So yeah, you already beat him with your cool, basically, and your reputation. Smoked him. Right, so that means that they suffer a -3 penalty for any actions taken against you.
I'm going to say, look, isn't there some way that we can resolve this in a way that gets me out of here in 10 minutes?
Yeah, if the authorities show up in 10 minutes, then we'll get you out
Come
of here in
on,
10 minutes.
come on. Look,
They kind of laugh at each other. That was a good one.
Look, I don't suppose you would consider taking my pick.
Well, we could put you in handcuffs if you prefer. Why don't you have a seat there, son?
Come on, dude. You are being unreasonable.
I believe
I don't
you're being
I don't like-
unreasonable.
I don't like people that are unreasonable.
I believe you're the only one who's being unreasonable.
Oh. Oh God. I'll look outside. Can I see? Can I see what my teammates are doing?
Yeah, I think Saber is still puking his guts out outside the car, and
Fuck.
Your other teammate is still playing with the corpse in the back seat. Meanwhile, the
Fuck!
taxi cab is raking up the dough as the meter continues to run.
Look, you've got me on video, right?
Yes.
Look, you've got me on video. You've got me on video, right? You've got me dead to rights
We've established
in
that.
terms of breaking and entering.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So I can give you my address if you want to press charges. But
you can give us your cooperation and have a seat. How about that?
oh my god. Why? Snow.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to leave for 2 minutes. I need to go to the loo.
All right. Well, we'll just put this on pause then.
Yep. Back in a bit.
Back in a bit.
Right. I'm back.
Very cool.
So
these guys don't seem like they're gonna budge much with their line of inquiry. You know,
can I
they know their rights, and they know that all they got to do is detain you until law enforcement arrives, and then law enforcement will take it from there.
can I tell if they're armed?
You can tell that yes, they are armed. You can't tell with what they are armed with. They have not drawn their weapons.
Right. Okay. So, who's out of the two, who's the bigger of them?
they're both about the same size, probably, body 9 or something like that.
Okay. All right.
The other security guard behind the desk over here, she is a little smaller, almost about the same stature as this receptionist over here.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to roll for initiative?
Oh.
Nobody's drawn a weapon yet, including yourself.
Yeah, I'll roll for initiative.
This gentleman's holding on to the piece of paper, still trying to read it. Alright, so we'll roll for initiative.
16, not bad. This is where they all roll like 30s.
Exactly. Right. And let's change it to 16. And just to make it easy, I'm going to take the highest initiative here and roll 7 plus 1d10. Alright, they rolled an 11. So you get to go first, and these security guards who did a face down with you fear you, so they will have a -3 penalty to their attack, but not their defense. It's your turn.
I am going to punch. I'm gonna kick. No, I'm gonna kick the one in front of me.
Right.
I'm just before I do it, I'm gonna say, you want to know what being unreasonable looks like? It looks like this.
Alright. In order to successfully land a kick, you'll need to roll it higher than a 20. Otherwise, he blocks it or dodges.
Christ.
Alright,
Oh.
he blocks the kick.
Okay. And
You take a second action.
-3 penalty.
You actually get an additional punch or kick free this turn
Oh.
without taking any penalty for a second action.
Oh. I shall. Then.
Pardon?
I shall punch him then.
All right.
15.
And dodge.
Oh, Christ.
This guy is harder to fight than you thought he would be.
God damn it.
Okay, now any additional attacks will get a -3 for second action. And you
Yeah.
can do a combo of 2 punches, a punch and a kick, or a punch and another kick.
Yep.
Kick, punch, punch, kick.
Okay.
You can also choose to run.
Yeah.
But at this point, you get to go 2/3 of your run.
Two-thirds. Okay.
Does that help you get out of the door? I think each square should be a meter. Let me make sure that that's the case. I think I may not have. I think it defaults to 5 feet per square, so that's not quite right. There you go. Yeah, try again. Oh, it's still messed up. Weird. Did it work that time? Yeah. That's better.
So it's 7 meters door.
Yeah. How much is your run total?
My run is
21.
yeah.
So 2/3 of 21 is going to be 14. That should be
Okay.
plenty to get out the door, but not quite enough to reach the vehicle.
Oh. Well, hopefully my teammates will see what's happening and come to assist me, right?
Probably
Right?
not likely. More than likely, you'll be able to reach the car on your next turn, but we'll see if these guys manage to tackle you before you reach the car.
Oh, God. Okay. I shall disengage and run.
All right. Let's say before you're able to reach the door, so that way you can preserve the fact that the map ends before you reach the full end of your runway.
Yeah.
We'll give these guys an opportunity to try to grapple you. And keep in mind that they have a -3 to that because they're afraid that you
Yep.
kick them in the face or something. So they're going to boost that number by 3. Also, they have to run after you in order to close the gap, so they have an additional -3 for second action for trying to grapple you. This in mind, they have a 1d10 plus 7 opportunity to try to grapple you. So you just have to defend against that with your dodge, if you have dodge, or you can use brawling. You have to roll a 10 or higher. And the other guy will do the same thing. He's going to attempt to grapple you before you exit. 10 or higher. Can you roll a brawling check for me, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Was that a crit? Look at you. Nope. Alright. And
no.
you do it again. Another 10 or higher. The other guy,
What?
he's also going to try to tackle you before
Oh.
you get out of the door. Meanwhile, the
I'm gonna-
woman gets on the phone here. Says, yes, campus police. Yes, we have a 511 in progress, and he's on the run.
I'm gonna say now you're just being very unreasonable.
Suspect heading east. Oh shit! The glass door ends up hitting you in the roll 1d10.
Fuck me, Jesus. This is the bit where a glass shard slices my throat open and I bleed out.
We'll see. We'll see.
It would be really useful if my teammates paid attention. They could save my life here.
Oh my goodness, that's the wrong time to fumble, unfortunately. But yeah, you get pinched into the glass door there, trying to escape there, and they manage to grab your. Let's see here. We'll roll a 1d10 for location. They grab you by the leg. This guy's holding onto your leg, and your chest gets pinched in the doorway. Suffer a 1d6 crushing damage, which you can subtract your body type modifier from.
Oh Christ!
That's to your torso. So you can also subtract any SP value of your armor. So you probably won't suffer any damage.
Yeah. You said.
Let's look at your armor there, because I think 1d6 isn't going to do.
No.
I think actually crushing damage, does that ignore armor? I think it does. Go ahead and just roll 1d6 and subtract your body type modifier.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Kevlar T's got 10 on there. Okay. Yeah, you get a little crush damage there.
Minus. Wait, my body temp, my body type is 8.
Okay, so your body type modifier is going to be 3.
All right. Okay.
So you'd subtract 3 from 1d10. There you go. So you rolled a 1, so that means that basically you suffer 1 point of damage. It's a minimum 1 point roll. You can roll a stun save based on your current injury total. So I think you've got like 2 points of damage now. Minimum.
This is the bit where I unconscious and crack my skull open.
Yeah, they might have captured you here. Now, of course, you'll get to escape next turn. Oh, good. So you didn't pass out.
Oh my god.
So you can roll a brawling check to try to escape. Any other attempts to attack would be at a -2. This guy's got your leg. He's got you by the balls.
I'm gonna look at him and say, do you see how unreasonable you're being here?
Shut up and stay here. Sit down. All right, so there's still well, he no longer has the -3, so he can try to maintain his grip on you. 1d10 plus 13. Ooh, he still has it. All right, you haven't managed to escape yet. And you know, you might need to try again. -3. And if you have luck, I would use it now. This is a good time for that.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're gonna dogpile on you in a second here and tie you to something next. Do you know what you need to do here?
Brawling, right?
Yeah. Do you want to add any luck to your roll?
Yep.
How much luck do you want to add?
Brawling +4.
Okay.
Oh,
But you also have a -3 because it's a second action.
I fucked up some.
Pardon me?
I messed that up somehow.
What did you
I
mess
don't know
up?
how.
Well, obviously. Why don't you try again?
Obviously, fuck off.
Oh, good one. So, let's see here. You have,
Was I
You're
supposed to?
supposed to do a -1, I think, instead of a +1, but that's okay.
No, I added 4 points of luck, but then I subtracted the -3.
Okay, right. No, so I guess you're right. It is a +1.
So the calculation was
To escape, it'd be +1.
brawling +1.
Give yourself 10 IP. You ended up critting as well, so good job there. That's what you needed. I don't know if this guy can beat that, but he'll try. Oh, nope.
Nope.
SOL. So you break free and manage to escape, leaving them behind the glass door. We'll just say that they give up at that point.
I'm gonna run away and I'm gonna run away shouting at them. Next time, don't be so unreasonable.
Okay.
I
Do you attempt to follow whoever this guy is, John, to the Plaza Concord?
Yeah. I'll grab Timber and throw him into the cab. And I'll say, the Plaza Concord, please step on it.
Right. That's going to be another 25 Eddie.
That's fine. That's fine.
Go ahead and subtract 50 Eddie from your.
Wait, 50 Eddie?
Well, yeah, because it took 25 to get here, since in addition to the 25 to get to the.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Okay. Fuck.
Yeah, the tab is getting pretty high there, and he wants to close out before you start a new one. Anyway, so heading out to the Plaza Concord.
Holy shit, this is a bit of a...
Yeah,
This is a bit of a, change.
yeah, I can bring you onto the screen here, anywhere on the south side. Either one of these is fine. You get there just as this helicopter apparently arrives on the scene. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put it on the token there. And it hovers here for a second, causing ripples on the water. And as it starts to land, you see another figure off in the shadows approach. Let me get the right layer here. Alright. I don't know if you can see this person approach.
Yep.
Yeah, in an overcrowded city, this vast empty silence is a little unnerving. There's 4 square blocks of vast empty buildings, most of which look unusable. Plaza Concord is a modern day mystery. Why it should be so desolate is kind of unknown. But not even booster games would claim this for turf. There are so many theories. Too far from the center, not enough living space or amenities. The list goes on and on, all the way down to haunted buildings. Well, who knows? After a long search, you found the remains of a statue and a fountain in a large square near the center of the Plaza Concord. You also saw the helicopter approach, and so you kind of just followed it. The silence is overpowering, except for the helicopter. It's pretty loud, but the only sign of life really is this person walking across the courtyard there. As the chopper nears the ground, it starts to land, and the stooped figure pulls his rags tighter and tighter around himself, and the garbage in the square starts to slowly circle, pushed by an unseen hand of the blades. The helicopter finally touches down, and the door opens. You can make an awareness notice check here.
Yep.
Put this NPC on
70.
Well, nice job there. So yeah, you see this person hobbling across the road here, and you also see John. Let's see here. Put him on token layer. He exits the helicopter. Meanwhile, this person slowly walks towards him.
So,
So these two meet for only a brief moment, and you notice that there's an object that passes between them. And then John Coral gets back into the helicopter, and the whole mess lifts off. He doesn't get very far. This person starts to make their way. Whoops. Make their way back. But before they can make their way back into the shadows, there's a shot rings out, and they collapse in a heap.
oh, okay.
So let's see here. I'm not sure exactly how far this looks to you, but it should actually be a little bit further than that. It's about 100 meters.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
I reckon I'm about 100 meters from the figure. Probably. Okay, 75.
No, it's a little further than that even. Let's see here. Let's say each square is about 20 meters. That should be better. Yeah. Yeah, you're about 280 meters away.
Oh, yes. Well then. Okay.
All right. What do you do?
I shall wait here and see if anyone emerges.
How long do you wait?
Say 10 minutes.
All right. Make an awareness notice check.
Okay.
You did notice that the shot came from somebody who stepped out of the helicopter for a moment. The helicopter landed on a building not too far away.
Oh.
You not sure if it was John or if it was somebody else, but somebody from the helicopter shot that person.
Okay.
It looks like the person's still alive.
I'm. this is this is a bad idea. I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna move up cautiously to do I see do I see any sign of movement?
She groans, but apparently is not quite dead yet. She might be
So-
in a very unstable condition. You're not
So
sure.
as far as I know, she was just shot,
Yeah.
and nobody's coming to retrieve what was. Wait,
Well,
was
not,
they?
n- not
wait,
in the not in the 10 minutes that you've been, waiting.
yeah, okay. Um, wait, did she hand something to John, or did John hand something to her?
Well, you could see something pass between them. You're not quite sure.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay.
All right. While you start to move up, you notice that there's somebody else who's approaching from the shadows too. Roll stealth.
Um. No. What?
Okay. So you can't quite make out the characters who are on their way, but there seems to be somebody coming.
Uh. They're coming from. They're coming from the direction that the woman originally came from, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I shall wait here and see what happens.
They approach her and then carry her away.
Okay. Uh. Interesting. I shall make my way back to the cab, I think.
Got it. All right. So the cabbie says, if you want me to take you anywhere else, back to Night City, it's gonna be another 25 Eddie.
Please. I'd like to head to the I'd like to head back to Medicross Reservation, please.
Okay. So, we'll go back to Medicross. I think we'll just go back to Night City. Map here. We'll find a good one. Let's use this one. Back to the downtown location. So Medicross is actually down here in the south end. Oh wait, no, it's in your neighborhood. My bad. I think it's right here. These buildings. Oh, it's on this corner. It's this one. I'll put a big circle around it. All right, so you bring your token onto the board here. I don't know if you're able to see. Yeah. There you are.
Where?
Here.
Here? Oh. My token is tiny.
Can you see where I'm pinging?
Unfortunately not.
Alright, you might have to zoom out. So now, near the stadium.
Ah, right. Okay. Here.
No, over here. You can't see where I'm pinging? No.
No.
Over here. No? Oh, that's odd.
Here.
Do you see this? Where I'm pinging? What happened to your token? No, down. Further south. You can't see where I'm pinging?
Oh. No.
Okay, make your way south. Not that far. No, come back to where you were before, near the stadium. Keep coming north. Now turn right. You can't see where I'm pinging?
Nope.
Come up a block. Oh, you passed it. It's on your left. You still can't see where I'm pinging? This building right here.
I cannot.
Weird.
Let me refresh. Something might have broken.
Oh, you
Yeah, I'm
you
rejoining
disappeared.
the game. Yo, now I see your pins.
Okay. So yeah, that's where it is.
Ah, cool.
All right, so the taxi cab eventually collects his additional 25 Eddie for bringing you back to Night City. It says, "Pleasure doing business with you. Call me anytime."
Thanks, man. And I'll grab the corpse. I'll disentangle it from Sundance and we'll say, stop playing with him. He has to go.
Oh, give me back my sunglasses.
Oh, fine. Look, have them.
He takes back his sunglasses. Well, I'll miss you, he says.
What?
You take them away.
What the hell you are?
All right, so this place gives you 3,500, or offers you that much anyway.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to look at them and I'm going to say, do you need any documentation?
Do you have any?
No.
Okay then. What's there to give?
Oh. Fair enough.
He starts filling out paperwork. So you don't know this person? Unidentified?
No.
John Doe? Alright, amen. Let's do a quick scan of the fingerprints. He scans.
I believe
He does like a little finger. He puts each finger into like a little fingerprint scanner thingy and puts it like a glove onto the hand and runs it through a database. All right, nothing shows up. This guy's a 0. Good find. 3,500.
Oh, well, she's certainly dead, anyway.
Well, it looks like you got 2 healthy eyes. He does like a quick test on each one. Major organs intact. No outside. Doesn't look like any trauma. It looks to be about 35. Yeah, 3,500. How's that sound? Got 2 arms, 2 legs.
That's
Primary organs
that's
check.
fine.
Secondary organs
That's
check. Eyes looking good. Yeah. All right. 3,500, Eddie.
that's
Would you
fine.
like that in cash, sir, or would you like a credit chip? You can start an account with us if you want to be one of our bounty hunters. We are looking for zeros like this.
Ooh. I would.
It occurs to
I
you
would-
that most of the people that you know are zeros.
I look at Sundance who's still in the car.
No, these guys have sins. Remember, you got their sins. Those are the opposite of zeros.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh well. I shall say, I shall say, I'd certainly like to, I'd certainly like to be, I'd certainly like to fill out an application.
Okay. Well, if you want us to send you cred chips or repay you through electronic debit, just fill out this account form so that we know which account to credit it to, or if you would prefer us to pay you in cash, you can fill out this form too. And just check this box right there. And
Yeah.
basically, there's a box that says how you'd like to be paid,
Yeah.
and one of them says cash.
I will fill out the one for cash.
All right, so he throws down 3,500 Eddie in large bills only, 3,500 in 100 Eddie denomination.
Yep, I shall take 100 of that and give it back to him and say, here's a tip.
Oh, sir, we're not allowed to take those, but thank you anyway. And he smiles and accepts it.
You're not?
No, it's against corporate policy.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
But it didn't happen anyway, right?
No, of course. I will not see you soon. I do not even know what this building is for.
Oh no, I'm just
Perish the thought.
I'm just talking about the tip.
No, of course not.
But come back anytime.
Yep.
If just make sure that it's not somebody who has a state identification number and who may or may not already be a donor. We accept only unidentifiable bodies. Those who the state can't identify, we'll take them. We'll process them.
I'm going to say, what do you do with them?
Oh, we're not at liberty to say.
Fair enough.
We just work here.
Well, yeah. Right. Well, good day.
Good day then.
And I'll leave.
Yeah, that place is super creepy.
Yeah. Shit. Is Timber with me?
Well, he may have excused himself to go back to the Palazzo Hotel.
Oh God.
In which case, he just kind of wanders off back into there. If you want to follow him there, you guys can hang out.
Yeah.
In the hotel upstairs.
I'd like to follow him and go back up to him. if possible.
All right. So, if you want to, we can end it there, since it seems like this might be a good stopping point.
Yep. Yep. I'd like to I'll end it by going to sleep, because I want to try and roll away this endurance penalty.
Say that one more time.
I want to roll for sleeping,
Oh, very well.
because I want to get rid of this endurance penalty.
Oh yeah, of course.
1d6, right?
First roll a 1d10, and if you roll higher than a 6, or 6 or higher rather, then you can roll a 1d6 as well to add to it.
Fuck you. Fuck this game.
So you rolled a 2, just roll a 1d6 now, and that will. I mean, it is kind of midday, but yeah.
Yeah.
So you get 7 hours.
Fine.
It's not bad. I'll tell you what. You can roll another endurance check when you wake up, and it'll be like you didn't roll one before. Okay, and so then if you fail it, then you still get a -1 until you get another 8 hours of sleep. But if you succeed, then you're good. How's that sound?
Should I roll that now?
You can.
Okay.
All right, you're good. So you wake up feeling
Thank God.
mostly refreshed. You can take off that -1, so that, you don't have to remind me next time. And
Yep.
we can wrap it up and end it there, and we'll say that your friend, the other doctor, we'll call him Dr. Sundance, racks out on the sofa here. maybe he stays up watching shows, or maybe he goes to sleep. Well, who knows?
Yep.
We'll let him decide. Meanwhile, you've uncovered some stuff about this John Coral guy. Apparently, he's not who he seems to be.
The not John Coral guy.
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy? But you know what? Yeah, he's a shady mofo. And
All you're doing is giving them more justification for shooting him.
I mean, you won't get paid that way for sure. And then who will be upset with you? It's not everybody, right? So I don't see the upside there.
He did cast the first stone, so to speak.
For real, but what good does it do you to kill him now?
I never said kill. I said shoot.
Oh, okay. Very well. Very well. But if your shooting him were to end up and result in his death, would that benefit you or anyone on your team?
No, but it would be a moral good. we were. He did. This is a man. This is a man who obviously considered reaching out to us, and then decided, no, actually, fuck it. I think I'll blow up their apartment instead, and then I'll reach out to them. Aha! That's a perfect idea. That's a perfect way to make contact with someone.
All right. Well, Um, around 10 p.m., you do get invited to another meeting with John Coral. The front desk calls you guys and invites you down there. And if you want to role play that and finish there, I can leave you guys with the raid prep data, which you can use to prepare for the next session.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So that way, people will feel as if we've accomplished something this time. All right. So John is interested in your new friend. You can arrange that he'd be cut in as an equal on the deal. You can just suggest, make a persuasion fast talk, and you tell me why he's a good addition to the team. I'm not going to suggest it for you.
I'm going to
I don't know. Depending on how good of an excuse you give me, I might give you a bonus on your persuasion fast talk.
I'm going to say that I'm going to tell him that I'm going to tell him for a start, he's another angle we have. For a start, if we bring him along, it's another angle to cover. It's another angle that we can have covered. We have our manpower, so we stand a better chance of success. Second off, you won't even have to pay him. I'll pay him for my share.
I don't have to pay him?
No.
Okay. All right then.
I'll pay.
He says that sounds like a good deal. And you're okay with that? And he looks over at Sundance, and Sundance apparently is in agreement there as well. We can always retcon it later if he says no, I don't agree, but I think he already agreed tacitly. So we'll just assume he's still on board. All right, so he agrees. Go ahead and roll your persuasion fast talk. We'll see if maybe he thinks that there's some reason why he shouldn't trust you. I'll give you. I'll give you a +4.
Oh God! Even when I'm offering to have a person come along that doesn't need to be paid, even then, people are suspicious. Fuck this world. Fuck everything about it.
Well,
fuck John.
He is suspicious. Why would you do that? That is
21.
Very suspicious. Anyway, I will be bringing along my bodyguard. And he introduces Marcus to you. Marcus has two cyber arms. He looks pretty formidable.
Oof.
He looks like he's really borged out. He doesn't say much either. So, yes, I leave it much to your hands, but we will make sure that there will be no copying of the tape in question. Since I know where it is located, I will be attending with you guys. I expect you guys to be able to get us into the building, locate it using these floor plans and descriptions. This is data that I retrieved recently make use of it as best you can. I cannot verify its authenticity. Just this is the best that we've got as far as intel on the situation there. Go ahead and have a look at it, and he hands you over these raid prep data. You should be able to see data 1, and you should be able to see data 2. Right about now.
Yeah, I can see them. I'm going to look at John and ask would a net runner be of use?
Absolutely. But like I said, you're going to have to make a strong case for added expense. We should be able to penetrate the building's security with a 4-man team, such as our 5-man team, such as ourselves. But the netrunner would only be useful in terms of disabling security, opening doors, etc.
All right.
And they wouldn't necessarily even have to be on site, correct?
Yeah. Ah, the fork. Okay. Snow, are you broadcasting from 2020?
Pretty much.
It's all I hear is absolute chaos.
That's right.
What's the when does this begin?
Well, it's a good question. I'm hoping that we can conduct this business by 4 days' time maximum. But I leave it in your hands to determine time frame. That should give you at least a couple of days to prepare. Currently, it's Saturday, so by Wednesday or Thursday early morning, complete on this. We definitely need to do it before they release any of the tapes. We imagine if they were going to do that, it would be around Thursday or Friday that they would release it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I shall ask around and see if I can get us a net runner.
All right then. Any questions?
No.
All right, give me the when and where, and we'll meet you at the DMS.
Of course.
If you want to end the session by doing a quick little drive-by, the DMS is a public mall, so you can access it 24/7.
I am going to ask. How do I get in touch with you?
You can leave a message for me at the front desk here at the Palazzo.
Okay. I'll do that. When I'll give you 24 hours notice in terms of when we're going to be on site and get the job done.
Very well. The hotel knows to contact me if there's any messages left in my name.
Okay. All right. Well, I shall and we'll get up and leave.
Okay. In that case, I bid you farewell and until we meet again.
Yes. My God, that could have been rough. Jesus Christ. Having said that, well, I don't have the brain power to read anything at the moment.
That's fine. All right, so you return to the room upstairs then in that case?
Yep.
And we'll end the session there.
Yes.
Okay, so
Goodbye.
have a good night. Have a good week. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you next time, sir.
Take care.